So the first thing we need to do is, if you're using a fresh cauliflower, which I do recommend, you're going to basically turn it into rice. If you want, and it's really good and it's handy to have in. I always have it for occasions where I either run out of cauliflower or I just don't have time. Trader Joe's does a great one. It's an organic frozen rice cauliflower. So it's ready to use, and you literally just chuck it in the bowl, mix all the other ingredients, and then I'll show you what to do with it because we bake it in the oven. The texture is like fine rice, but if you want to make it thicker, or if you use one of the ready ones, they do fresh or frozen. They're both really great, and also they shave a load of time off, and it's really quick anyway, so it takes no time at all. Okay, so the first thing we're going to put in here is some sea salt and some pepper. I like to go not too salty, so 1/4 teaspoon for me. You may want to go half, it's up to you, but start with the 1/4. And the same for the pepper. Once the salt and pepper's in, give it a little mix. Just make sure everything's nice and evenly distributed through the cauliflower, and then chuck in some dill. Now this is a full one. Let's start, I would say we're going to use about 1/3 of this, and we'll see. So it's very non-technical, if you will, because first we're going to put in half of that 1/3, give that a good mix, make sure that it's how you want it to look, and how you want it is pretty green. So I'm going to go with that full 1/3 now, and then mix that again, pretty much 1/3, and mix, mix, mix. That looks great. Now we're going to add our green peas. The amounts are quite loose. I mean, you can't really, in all honesty, you can't go wrong. So let's start with 1/2 cup. That was a generous half. And we'll see if it's going to be enough peas. I'll show you how we want this to look in a moment. Are you seeing this? Oh my goodness. The dill just smells amazing. You can use fresh dill if you want, but dried is just so convenient in this. I would like a little more peas, so let's go another 1/4 cup for me, and that should do it. That's perfect. Okay, the peas to cauliflower ratio is absolutely perfect in this. I'll show you close up in a moment. One more little dash for good luck, and it's still at the 1/3. So we're done with that now. Again, mix away, and that is the perfect amount of greenness that we want it to be. All right, I'm going to show you a close-up of that, and then we're going to put in a little oil and the saffron, and we're good to go. It's absolutely gorgeous. Doesn't that look beautiful? And just wait till it's cooked. For this much cauliflower rice, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. You can use pretty much any oil you like, either avocado, olive, whatever, a nice healthy oil. And for a tiny head of cauliflower, which is what I used, this will make 2 portions. I'm going to go with 1 tablespoon. If you're using a larger cauliflower, go with 2, and so on. Now we're going to give that a nice gentle mix. Oh, so excited for this dinner. Okay, now you can see that when we do the close-up, this is pretty much glistening with the oil. It looks gorgeous. Okay, so now that your rice is ready, we are going to line a baking sheet with some parchment paper. And I'm going to spread this out on top of it. Just dump it all out, and then you can make it nice and neat. Almost done. Okay, so just neaten that off so that it's in a nice thin layer on your parchment, which is on top of your baking sheet. Okay, into the oven, an initial 20 minutes at 400. So 20 minutes, rice is out of the oven and it looks amazing and it smells fantastic. And you've probably been wondering what we're going to do with the saffron. I'm going to take a little bit and we're going to crush it on top of it. I'm going to pop it back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes tops, depending on your oven. Here's our gorgeous, gorgeous green rice. It's looking amazing. It smells fabulous. I'm going to make this really short and really sweet because this is dinner and that means right now. So without further ado, don't want it to get cold. I love roast chicken with this rice, and that's a personal favorite of mine. It goes great with salmon as well, with pretty much any fish, but love it with the chicken. And actually it's even great with a poached egg on top, and this isn't traditional or anything, and then the yolk sort of cascades over. Looking forward to seeing you again next time. Bye.
If you like this video, click like. If you really like it, click subscribe.